contribution offensively. How did you like it first half, especially first quarter?
It was decent. I think New Orleans does some things, really loads up the paint, and when we keep it simple and move the ball and not play in the crowd and make the extra pass, it looks good. And when we try to beat the doubles or let some unselfish habits creep back in, it looks ugly. And so 5 turnovers that quarter, but we moved the ball and got assists, and I think 10 assists on 11 baskets in the first quarter. So when we didn't turn it over and play in the crowd, it looked good.
How comfortable does Reed look running the offense team?
He's fine. Whether it's on or off ball, I think, like I said, we can use him both ways, but picks it up very quickly and makes the right read a lot of times.
Jalen's had a lot of strong drives. I see what you did there. Jalen had a lot of strong drives late in the shot clock to finish possessions. Just what are you seeing from him in that regard, and do you want him to be aggressive and go to the rim in those situations?
Yeah, he's one of our best shot creators, obviously, and with him, a lot of those times it was a favorable matchup for him. At the end of the shot clock, they switched a few, and we got some guys, and instead of bringing Alperen up an extra defender, he just flattened it out and let him go to work. And so, regardless of who it is, he's always going to be confident scoring, but we said it all last year as well. He's one of our best shot creators, and when he's in attack mode and making the right play, whether it's drop-offs or attacking the basket, he looks good.
There was a moment in the second quarter where Jabari looked like he got blocked at the rim. It was a little frustrated afterwards, late in getting back in transition, led to an open three. In the timeout after that, kind of what was your message to him after that moment?
You got to play through things on to the next possession. He got fouled on a dunk early that they didn't call, and then he got fouled on a dunk that he made, and so he was a little frustrated from those. And then that one, obviously, the one guy you don't want to get back on slow is McCollum. Out of there, him and Hawkins out of all their shooters. But yeah, you got to move on to the next play. They cry about fouls in practice all the time with our guys not calling them, and it's not just practice and our interns, it's the referees as well. So move on to the next thing.
Can you talk a little bit about the benefit of having a player like Steven Adams and giving you double-digit rebounds in such a short amount of time?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, 11 and 15 minutes and 3 offensive, and probably got other guys a lot of rebounds as well with all the bodies that they try to keep him off the glass. But that's who he's been throughout his career, and we know once he gets his legs back under him and can play longer stints in those 5 minutes, those numbers will continue to go up. But super valuable with the extra possessions he gets you, the screening, and all the little things that they don't show on the stat sheet. So very pleased with him, and just got to ramp him up in the right way and get his legs back under him.
Coach, what type of energy and aggressiveness does that second unit bring when you bring in Cam, when you bring in Ime? How do they just change the trajectory of the game?
Yeah, I think the pace picks up automatically from those guys, and then you bring toughness in with Steven and a heady player like Reed. So it's a very complementary group in a lot of ways. That you got multiple handlers that can run the offense and guys that can play off the ball and do all the things the guys you just mentioned bring. And so throw Tari in there and some other guys. It's a very athletic, physical group, and I think at times last year you saw, I think it was Aaron, Tari, Jeff, Jay Sean, and Amen, for a 5-game stretch before some guys got hurt, before Tari got hurt. They were really dominant, with that 5-man group, and so a lot of that carry over from those guys, replacing Jeff or somebody with Steve in that group, and it doesn't have much drop-off.
Coach, I think there was a moment in the second quarter where you had Fred and Reed on the court together. What exactly were you looking for with that period?
Just wanted to see him for a few minutes. We decided to take Jalen out early and to get him back in, but we wanted to have Reed and Fred out there, and we're not really worried about the size there. They got some smaller guards with the guys they have in New Orleans, and we had Amen and some bigger guys around there as well, so we felt fine as far as that. But just wanted to see them both play off it on the ball. They're very similar in a lot of ways, and complement each other. So just wanted to get a quick look at them. And looked like I thought it would. They really don't miss a beat.
You feel good about where the team is at this point? One more preseason game before heading into the week of the opener. Is this about where you would like to see them?
I mean, they're decent. We have our ups and downs. I think you always are striving for more perfection, I guess. But the little things, like we can look really good at times and then go away from what works for us. And so the consistency, like I talked about going into the season, is the biggest thing. And so I wouldn't say I'm happy, but pleased with they're trying to do what we ask them to do. But always looking for more, and one more test with another week of practice, and we'll try to get there by start of the season.
You said pregame that you want to do a lot of mixing, matching up the lineups just so you can see some different things. Was that accomplished tonight? Did you see what you were looking for?
Yeah, for instance, the Reed and Fred thing we wanted to see our men out there with the starters, and then we kind of platooned in the second half. Guys played 8 minutes, 5 minutes, and so we subbed the whole unit in to see how the second unit looked together, and it's pretty good. So got some of that done, and we'll get guys longer stretches. Nobody really played in the fourth quarter, none of the starters, but get them longer stretches next game and take a look at some other combinations as well.
Is the free throw shooting concerning at all to you, or what do you chalk that up to?
Yeah, bad night for sure. If not for Aaron, toward the end, we got back to 52%, but yeah, just missing too many. A lot of good shooters, obviously, Fred and guys that don't normally miss two, and it snowballed that way. So obviously, we want to do better, and we got a light day tomorrow before the game. I'm sure we'll get a few hundred.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.